Hi, Scott, Machine Gun Dad. Welcome back to my channel. I was in an auction site, couldn't win anything. I went to another auction site and I found this old Mauser. And it's one of those mid-war upgraded ones. It starts life as a G98 and Gewehr 98, and then they changed the sights. One of the things I noticed about this, besides the cheap civilian sling, is it has a different sling here, and there's no stock crossbow. But I was reading that there were G98s made without the crossbow. Now, this gun is an Arsenal rework. The numbers don't match. But then somebody after the war blued it. They actually did a pretty good job. It doesn't appear that they knocked the markings off of it. So let's move in close. We're moved in close. You can see the serial number on the barrel matches the serial number on the receiver, and it was a Gewehr 98. That's about the only serial numbers that do match. So I'm going to roll it over and you can see it was made in Berlin in 1916. Here's your manufacturer's mark and your date. Now if you give me a second, we're going to pause it here and I will show you the S42. Flipped it over. Here's your German acceptance marks. As if I go back this way, you'll see here's your markings. But the important thing is when they redid the sight, they marked the barrel right here. It's really hard to see. It says S42. Let's move back out. Okay, you just saw it outside or up close. We're going to take it outside and run 20 rounds through it. You're just right off the plate. Cock it, and don't just recock it. It's machine gun ammo, remember? Eject it. If you can go off after 2, reload. Okay, we were just outside. If the camera work isn't that great, we don't have a camera operator. We are staring at a camera on a tripod because Shannon couldn't make it today. What did you think, Nick?
This gun is very, very, very noticeably different than the K98 carbine version of it. Longer barrel certainly adds a bit more weight to it. It's a little bit easier to keep a good sight picture due to the length of pull, or the sight radius. But we would
let's start over because you were gulping. No, just leave it run. I can edit it. Just wait. All right, we were outside. We both ran 10 rounds through it. First 5 were machine gun ammo, and the last 5 were Yugo 8mm. What did you think, Nick?
This was a very, I can't say entirely pleasant shoot because it is 8mm. Your shoulder does take a little bit of a beating. There's a big noticeable difference between shooting the Yugo and shooting the machine gun ammo. That was kind of a bit of a punch difference. But overall, the gun is fantastic. I really like the trigger on it. There wasn't a lot of take-up necessary, and then I had a nice crisp break. The action is fantastic. It is really smooth. You don't need to beat on it anywhere near as much as you do a lot of other bolt actions. They are a bit stiff. The bluing on it is very, very nice, and the fact that you can still make out a lot of the markings on it is really cool. They were able to restore it in such a way that didn't ruin the historical value of it too much. The sights are pretty decent. I had a bit of an issue getting a nice sight picture and shooting accurate rounds. I don't know if that's because the sights are a little bit off or I'm a little bit off, but it was a very, very, very good shoot. Overall, it's a Gewehr 98, K98. It's
a hybrid, really.
Yeah, they're fantastic guns.
If you watch the video, you will see we had to do a couple double strikes on the machine gun ammo because of the super hard primers. It was 89 degrees and about 3,000% humidity today. Wearing a t-shirt, shooting machine gun ammo out of a Mauser with a metal butt plate is quite painful. Still enjoyable, but quite painful. I had a little trouble getting hits, basically because I couldn't keep the sweat from running down in my eyes. I should have probably had a hat on. I got this gun for, I think, with shipping, say $650, $675. To get an original Mauser, whether, I know it's been reblued, that's why I didn't go for big money, but they did a really nice job on it. This is well worth the money. This is a piece of history you can take out and shoot. If you're scratching it, you're not scratching the original finish, you're scratching a reblue job. This is a good way to start into the Mauser collecting if you can find these, and these are on auction sites, so look around. Thanks for coming to the channel. Come back and see us.